G'day viewers, I'm Marshy. Welcome to my world. I'm a courier driver in a light truck in the Brisbane, southeast Queensland area here in Australia. Some people might think that would be a little bit boring, but there's not too many dull moments. This is the first in what I hope to be a bit of a series of what they call video logs or vlogs, and this is the first one. So I've just done my last pickup for the day, and I'm heading back to the depot now to drop it all off. Being a Friday, you bloody beauty, it's the best load of the week. Bring on the weekend, I say. Anyway, suppose I better give you a little bit of background about myself. How the hell did I end up here? Alright, sorry. A little bit of a background on myself and how I ended up here. How I ended up driving a flaming courier truck around town. God, I'm sure when I left school I didn't have this in mind. Never mind, it's all good. I left school when I was 15. Never finished it. Back in them days, I was offered an apprenticeship in the mines as a diesel fitter. Yeah. When you're 15 and you got the option, diesel fitter, apprentice, school, money, school. Yeah, right. Yeah. You don't have to be an expert to figure out which one I took. Yep, go the apprenticeship, did that, finished that. I was a tradesman by the time I was 19. I suppose I'm still a tradesman, but anyway. Yeah. But all them years ago, things were a bit different compared to what they are now. And you soon learnt that as a tradesman, the bloke driving the truck was earning more than the bloke fixing it. And you think to yourself, the bloke driving the truck is, well, he's got a driver's license, you know? And as a tradesman, you've done your 4-year apprenticeship and been to the tech college and all the rest of it, and done lots of study and passed exams, and you think, I did all that work and I'm getting paid less than that bloke steering it. So I went out steering trucks. Because, let's face it, money talks. Alright, that's all cool. And now I thought I'd do something totally different and decided to join the army and see the world. They said they thought it was a good idea to have a bloke that was a qualified tradesman on board. And I said, I don't really want to fix army trucks for a living. I want to drive them. And long story short, I ended up becoming a specialist in recovery within the army, and I used to drive, wait one, work's calling, as it does, acknowledge, yeah, ended up driving the army version of a big rig wrecker and going and picking up all the busted army vehicles. Then got cross-qualified into the Armoured Corps, and did the same sort of recovery work salvage work, call it what you will, with armoured vehicles. So you can imagine an armoured personnel carrier with all its insides ripped out and a bloody great big winch stuck inside. That was what I was getting around in. Because, believe me, when a tracked armoured vehicle gets stuck, boy howdy, it's stuck and it needs help. It's a lot of work getting them out, but that was my job. Loved it. Got out of the army and drove a cab for a couple of years. That's a mug's game. And I started driving interstate trucks. That was all good. When the doctors diagnosed me with multiple sclerosis, the government, in all their wisdom, said, we can't have somebody with multiple sclerosis driving a heavy vehicle up and down the highways. We're going to restrict you to a light vehicle. Yeah. And effectively gave me a 40% pay cut with the stroke of a pen. The fact that it's never stopped me doing my job is totally irrelevant, with some government numpty sitting in an office somewhere deciding that they knew better. The government numpty has never had multiple sclerosis and never driven a truck, so how the hell they can make an informed decision is beyond me. Never mind, that's my little beef and I can live with it. Yeah, so anyway, the boss said, alright, well you can't drive me big trucks interstate anymore on long distance runs. We'll stick you in the little one and you can run around town doing courier work. I thought, well hell, that's got to be better than being unemployed, eh? So here I am, driving a 4-ton truck around Brisbane making deliveries. Hurts the pride a little bit, but I'm over it. On the positive side, I'm home every night, which is more than I can say for when I was driving interstate. I better fix this thing. Pick up. Yes. Marvellous thing about computer technology. They use it for tracking everything now. For those of you that have never had it, when you see the ads on the telly or on the wherever, advertising your parcels can be tracked, that's how they do it. With this little thing right here. It knows exactly where your parcels are at all times. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so here I am driving a courier truck around Brisbane. Man of many talents, driven all sorts of things, and I'm at this. But as I said, on the upside, being employed is always a good thing, and I'd rather have this than absolutely nothing and be unemployed, mainly because I think I go stir crazy sitting at home doing nothing all day. We can't have that. Anyway, like I said, this is the first of what I hope would be a series, and I'm just gonna toddle along and give my opinions on life, etc. Life, relationships, multiple sclerosis, what it's like living with that. Yeah, some of you may actually notice as I drive along that I double the clutch in this old girl. No, it doesn't have a crash box, just so that you understand. It's an old truck. It's done 295,000 kilometres, almost 300,000 kilometres, which is a bloody long way for a truck that's only 4-year-old. And the gearbox is getting a little bit tired, and if you rush the changes, they tend to crunch because the synchros on the gears are getting a little bit old and in need of some tender love and care. A bit like me really, but anyway, a bit old and a bit tired. It's all good. So you just take it gentle and baby the little girl along. And a bit like me really. Anyway, you all have a really good weekend. I'll post this up on YouTube, and please feel free to add comments and click a few like buttons. Righto, cheers for that, bye.